Hello gardeners, this is Anu from GardenFULL. I live in Midwest US, Zone 6A. Today I'm going to give a little tour of my cottage garden. So before seeing my cottage garden, let's see what a formal garden is. Formal garden is something where the plants are planted in a line or a row, and then there will be a repetition of the plants. So the same kind of plant will be planted from minimum of 3 to maximum of 8 or any number. So here this is a formal garden with evergreen bush and a row of daffodils. Daffodils are almost done for the season. And this is the area where I have planted all of my plants as a cottage garden. So it's a small area. So cottage garden, there is no such restrictions like we can plant any number of plant, any type of plant wherever we can. This plant is Astilbe. It flowers in pink, and this is Hostas. This is mainly planted for its foliage, for the variegated leaves, light green and white leaves. This is red dot poker plant. It looks like a grass, but the flowers from it are like red and orange. It kind of look like a torch. This is a daylily. So I have several colors of daylily in my garden. This is Delphinium, blue Delphinium. I always like blue. Blue is one of my favorite color. And these are Asiatic lilies. So I planted 3 of same Asiatic lily plants, and the middle is a variety of cone flower, and this is lavender, and this is the Clematis vine. This one has light pink color flowers, big flowers. So at the end of the video I have also added another clip that has one of the Clematis flower in full bloom. It has lot of buds. So I also have some 3 varieties of cone flowers and black-eyed Susan. So I think that is ladybug. Kind of look like a ladybug without any dots in it. Looks like it's eating the Asiatic lily leaves. This coneflower is of shorter variety, so I have planted it at the edge of the cottage garden. I also have a vinca vine that has these purple flowers. I think it will flower during the springtime. And this is a columbine plant. It flowers in blue and yellow combination. This is my yellow rose bush. Actually this is a miniature rose bush. I have planted it outside and it's thriving for almost 7 or 8 years now. This is white flowering periwinkle, prime rose, white flowering prime rose, and this is also Astilbe. This is my mint garden. So I'm kind of planted like in a contained location where it will not spread, but again it's trying to spread and trying to get over all the places, as you can see in between the concrete and the edges as well. So I have to always keep an eye on this mint to make sure it's not taking over the entire cottage garden. So it's start of the summer. I mean, it's late spring, so everything have just started coming up. No flowers yet. I think Clematis is the first one to bloom in my cottage garden. And this year I think I'll have more color, as I have planted a few more perennials this year. These two are white creeping phlox. I think it's 3-year-old plant. It's spreading a lot, like every year it keeps spreading as a ground cover. And that is hibiscus bush. I think it's Rose of Sharon, and it flowers in purple, light purple color. So at the end of this video, I have also added a picture of the cottage garden that I took from last year, just to see how it looked last year and how this garden will become like that in few weeks. Bearded iris also started flowering. So I have to divide this bearded iris every 2 years, otherwise it will not flower. So last year I divided it and planted in different location of my garden, so it started flowering again. So that's one drawback of planting this bearded iris. We have to divide it every 2 or 3 years. This is blue salvia plant. It has lot of buds, and it is spreading every year by self seeding. I just planted 3 of these like 4 or 5 years before. Now it seeded itself everywhere. These are my knockout rose bush. So this plant is very easy to maintain, as it's a very disease resistant plant, and also it does not require deadheading of the flowers. Once the flowers are spent, we don't have to deadhead. It keeps flowering. Regular rose bush we have to deadhead, but knockout roses we don't have to do that. This is a pink knockout rose bush. So I will trim once it's done flowering for the first season, and then again it will start flowering for the rest of the season until the fall. This is Clematis. There's one pink flower that has flowered. It's a very big one. And this is columbine. It's also going to flower in next few days, I guess. And the yellow rose bush also have some buds. So that's it for this video. See you all in the next video. Until then, bye from Arno.